Okay, I think I'm here. Ratsky, 9 months. What on earth? That is, in fact, the first 9 months of today. First bad baby of the day. I don't wanna ruin this. Thank you for doing it, Nagan. Thank you for 9 months, Ratsky. What the heck? Welcome in, you two. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Ratsky, I hope you had a great weekend. I heard cool things. I hope it was incredible. I did not get ready to start streaming until like 5 minutes ago, so we're very much waiting. Been driving. Yeah, no twitching and driving. Megan says, that's irrelevant. Thank you for the 9 months, though. And that adds to our counter. I have a question, Nagan. This is more of like a question for everybody. But dearest, sweetest Nagan, you are a tier 3 sub. Do you feel like I am robbing you by counting your tier 3 sub as 1 sub on the sub goal? I was trying to decide how that should be handled. Okay, I am going to turn some of the redeems I got into emotes. And I think the next one could be a pretty cool animated emote. I'm gonna see how that goes. Do. We got a rainbow pumpkin. Can't imagine who requested that. But I think I could do a cool thing where like each of the segments of the pumpkin is the color of the rainbow. And then they kind of like rotate around. I'll have to figure out how to make it smooth and not like flashing lights. But that's the direction I want to try. Okay, I found a pretty good reference. And since it's an emote, okay, it is recognizing my pen. Since it's an emote, I wanna try to take up as much of the space as I can. It's gonna be a big chunky pumpkin. Do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Okay, I'm gonna need to adjust the little stem. Maybe I can move the whole thing down just the slightest little. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so he said pumpkin specifically, not jack-o'-lantern. I would rather not draw a bajillion jack-o'-lanterns. An actual factual pumpkin. But I need to get 7 segments. Yeah. Something like this. And have just a smaller one peeking around the back there. 3 slices of KT bread and butter as a snack. Time for a nap. Making Naggin jealous. Hope you have a good nap. I hope the bread and butter was good too. I've never had homemade bread and butter, but that sounds delicious. Hope you enjoyed though. KT was excited you were stopping by. It's true. KT was buzzing in the chat about it. Never. I've like rarely had bread and butter at all. But like homemade, for sure not. It's super easy. We've made butter. My sister likes to let the nieces make butter a lot of times. I don't think any of us have ever tried bread though. Fresh bread with butter. Is that what you do with the bread you make? Step 1, show up. Show up at KT's? Let me just hop on my bicycle. Do-do. Even better, MocoCon one of these days. One of these days. Okay. I think I need to resize things just a little bit. A little bit of a resize. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I need one more back here. Do. Let's start filling in these little top ridges. I don't know the parts of a pumpkin. Do. Wait, am I drawing an extra one? Yes, I am drawing. I'm drawing an extra ridge where there is none. Okay. I'm gonna come down here. Do the same for the little pumpkin butt. The bottom of the pumpkin. I'm still following all my lines. Yes. I am. You're doing great, babe. Okay, so on this side, this little ridge over here. Okay. We can darken out the rest of the border. Okay, so then I want to just test out the idea I had. See if I hate it or if I like it. Oops. Oh no. So we just need to lower the threshold, yeah. That works. Whoosh. Oh no. Too many segments. Okay. It's very roughly colored, but I think that looks okay. And then, just to test my other theory. I wanted to have it kind of like orbiting around with the colors. This one. Okay, so then something like this, where this is frame 1, and then it switches to that. That's a little breaks my brain a little bit. Okay, but I think it should work. And then is this an okay green? It at least works as a placeholder if nothing else. Okay, so I think I just want to work with the sketch without the colors to align it. And I think I want a little bit bigger lines. Maybe a step up even. All right. All right. Let's get these ones that are next to the edge. I'm on the edge. Let's get those out of the way. Actually, did I cut off much over there? This is just a redeem, and I don't think it's like nearly enough that it would be noticeable. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Oh yes, the best song on the playlist. I feel like you hacked my algorithm or something. I feel like it always ends up playing Kingdom Hearts, and Avatar. Or maybe this playlist is a lot smaller than I thought. Have you drawn Pablo Escobar? Sure as heck have not. I still owe you stained glass subs. I don't like super love the direction that one's going in. It's kind of meet up with the top ridge. I'm gonna work on that. That doesn't curve. Okay, so let's maybe like this. Oops. Oh, dang it. Okay, but let me draw before. Interesting. Oh my gosh, what on earth? Turn off reference. There we go. Rexy didn't have to fly this time, did she? Hope she made it back all right. I thought she said she was back. Maybe I just assumed. Did she? I also just assumed because she was starting to message again. Yeah. I thought I interpreted that as like she was driving back and the weather hit as she was getting back. Who knows? It also does. It plays so much Undertale stuff too. Whoops. Racer was way bigger than I thought. This doesn't look right to me. Do one of those. Okay. To the Game Chops playlist because they do have some good stuff. It is. I keep meaning to. I need to add like a command and like a panel because I know they asked to be credited. Yeah, I just have like, what's it called? I don't even see it. I don't even see it in my playlist. But I just have their like, as far as I could tell, it was all the gaming lo-fi stuff they've made. Slumbering Wield. I feel like I've probably heard this one. Do you know who's featured on that one? I see two different ones. They have one that says it was Game Chops and Duzzled. One that says Game Chops and Grimecraft. Grimecraft, okay. Okay. I think that's the one I added. I added one to the playlist after this. I don't know how long this album is. 10 more minutes. So it's coming up in 10 minutes. Can't believe you lied on your stream notification. I will not be slandered in this way. You say hello to me first. trying to draw. I don't have time to be clicking crap. Hi, Bet. Okay, so this conversation will actually go somewhere. I'm gonna ignore everything after the first two words. Hi, Perfect. Welcome in. How's it going? You're so excited. I don't know why I would ever get my hopes up. Did you try the Cheez-Its pizza yet? What was that pizza place? Pizza Planet. Pizza Planet from Toy Story. I feel like I should put a Pizza Planet hat on top of that Cheez-It bear. I actually looked for it in 2 stores and it wasn't there. Maybe they like just marketed it to me. The cute aliens. The little claw machine. We need to get KJ to try it. I think he was like strongly against it. How's it going? Perfect. Perfect. I drew something yesterday that almost felt like a year level of not cursed, but just wild. This is nowhere near like the curse levels you would provide. You know what this looks like? It looks like Jerry the mouse to me. It looks like if Tom was chasing Jerry around the pizza restaurant and Jerry tripped and swallowed a whole piece of pizza. I ate a pizza with chocolate drizzled over it and cream cheese. You did not eat a pizza then. It looked very bready. Does dessert pizza count as pizza to people? I realized after I said that I don't know what else I would classify it as. But my heart wants to rebel against that being considered pizza. I did not consider it a pizza, okay. I've also never had dessert pizza, so I don't know if I'm just hating on something irrationally. Nagan, you're a fan? I don't know, just like my heart wants it to be thought of as like a tart or something. I don't know. Oh, no. Accidentally clicked on a YouTube video. Here you go, perfect. I don't know why I picked you in particular. I said the word tart, and then my brain went on a journey, and I found that. Not really. If I'm going to have something that's called pizza, it better be regular savory pizza. Thank you. Okay, so I'm drawing a pumpkin. Just for anyone keeping score. If you're playing along at home. Also, Nagan, if you have any ideas for homework to give to Perfect, I'm all ears. I don't expect Perfect to ever do the homework, but we're supposed to keep score. How could we gamify an art stream other than like actually playing a game? We tried to do a gamble on like how long it would be before I actually started arting, but it wasn't gonna work if I was the one like starting the prediction. Welcome in, Caitlin. How's it going? Did you do anything fun today? Congrats on your first. Okay, I feel like I did not get to pay enough attention to like learn from the takeover, but that was really fun. I liked it, and it did make me want to pick up the old cross-stitching kit. Work hates me, kick its butt. Doing good. Happy the teaching went well. They were excellent students and picked it up really fast. They did like just. I don't really know anything about cross stitch, but it did seem like they were moving along. Wow. No, I only tried it like 2 or 3 times, and I did not get far. I did not get anywhere near as far as they did. I did like maybe 3 or 4 of the little squares. Work is running away with the sandwiches. Someone get those sandwiches back. Perfect. Did you click that dang link? I put a link in chat for you, and you're supposed to be going to work, and you're not working yet. They asked their questions in the first 10 minutes, and then we're off and running. It tickled me when Dev like 4 or 5 questions in was like, "Oh, I'm asking too many questions. I'm so annoying." Like that wasn't why you were there. Brain was too dead today to try it. Yeah, I feel that. I did like absolutely nothing today. Actually, I did one thing and it kind of terrified me, so then I just kind of relaxed. I bought a new router bit, and I don't think I used it right. I need to learn how to use it. It did big scary noises. Did the work I was supposed to do yesterday. Can't believe you. Can't believe you would put off work yesterday. Wait. Was today... Didn't you say today was a day off? Or am I confusing someone else? So you took today off, but worked today instead of doing work yesterday? It's Veterans Day. Okay, so you didn't take today off. It was just already a day off. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I thought I understood something about you, like, taking PTO today. No, I said in Mogos that I should have taken. Okay, that makes more sense. Should have taken yesterday off to make it a 4-day weekend. Well, how I interpret that as you took today instead. I swear I can read occasionally. Okay. So my idea is that I do want lines that connect all the way across the ridges. But I don't want it to be solid. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just gonna. These are not the real thing. These are just tests. Actually, I'm not mad at that. I think that will be okay. This is the one? Okay. That was a quicker 10 minutes than I expected. Maybe I'm just bad at time. Might not be the lo-fi vibe you want. It's fine. This is nowhere near as like wild as some of the songs on this list are anyway. I like this playlist most of the time, but every now and then there's just a random, like, why is there a random like dubstep Christmas song in the middle of all of this? Gosh, I might drive myself nuts trying to get these to match. I think that's close enough that I can just pull one of these. Lo-fi sometimes makes me itchy. Like it's too slow for me. It like makes you restless. I could see that. There's some songs on this playlist that I feel like I like zone out and stop paying attention to chat and like almost take a little nap. Oh no, that's an eraser. Don't use an eraser, babe. Okay. Oh gosh. Quit using eraser, babe. Lord Bebington, why must you erase? Oops. Whoopsie daisies. Do. Okay. We're getting somewhere. That wasn't the right layer, right? Yeah. Okay, so we can get rid of that. And I want to do some sort of texture on this. Do. Okay, so I definitely want to do these old things down here. Dang, I watched one video about a Shaolin monk, and now I have like 20 on my recommended page. Is that like a hot subject? Because I feel like that happens to me, but it's usually like I have to watch a few videos on something before it starts being the only thing it gives me. I don't think so. I wouldn't have thought so either. Part of me also wonders if like they like track people's viewing habits or something and can tell like who would be likely to end up in a rabbit hole. But also I don't know if that makes any sense. They do probably target me for rabbit hole behavior, yeah. Cause like the way I watch stuff, I get in like loops where I want to watch the same content every day, but it's only for like, I go through like 1 week spurts of that, but then any other time I have to watch different stuff all the time. Like I'm always browsing for new things. I never really like rabbit hole on content, I feel. Okay, so if I made this really tiny, I think it still reads as a pumpkin. I don't think it's gonna read as a pumpkin when I add all the colors in, but come on. That'll be okay. We do what we gotta do. Do. I watch a lot of health vlogs. Someone posted about if anyone has tried 75 hard, and I haven't. But I've seen a whole lot of videos about it. What is that? And what do you mean health vlogs? Like people sharing their health journeys? Because hearing a health vlog, just like in my brain, it sounds like watching someone go to the gym. Sharing what's working for them and whatnot. Okay. That seems helpful. I don't really understand the like watch me work out content. I fear I have made a grave error. Is everything good? I went to the doctor and it's freezing here. Came home and took a hot shower to warm up, but now, oh jeez. Now I have to go pick up Liam. I almost said Liam. To go pick up Liam and go back in it. Except not with wet hair. I don't know that I could do that. I think I would freeze. I would become icicle bib. It's like the best part of having very short hair. Get your kid delivered to you. Is a bebsicle just called a bicycle? I think so. We call it DoorDash, yeah. Beb become bicycle. $75 hard is 75 days of doing a specific list of things. Okay, I do think I've heard about this. I think one is 2 45-minute workouts. One has to be outside. You have to drink a gallon of water every day, etc. But if you miss one day, you start over. Is that the thing where people were talking about like waking up at like 4 every day and like not playing video games for the whole 75 days? And like you have to eat a certain way. Is there like one list, or are people just doing like their own versions of it? Because I might be mixing things up. It's one list, okay. So I may or may not have heard about this before. Okie dokie. Oakley dokley. Oakley dokley. Neighborino. So this is our General Pumpkin. General Pumpkin reporting for duty. I do want to add shadows to it, and then I can do something. Clipping. What does overlay look like on this bad boy? Let's get the round brush. Beb, do you watch How I Met Your Mother? I used to. I've seen the whole series a few times. Is it because of the general joke? I'm pretty sure that's where I got that. It was a very Ted Mosby statement. It was. Are you a How I Met Your Mother fan? Are you a fan of it? I don't drink a gallon of water a day. Like, that I don't think would be healthy for me, so I haven't tried it. Concept is still basically set a routine and make yourself do it for 75 days, yeah. I feel like as long as you pick the right things, that could be so helpful. Like, I think a lot of times people don't like really think about how to set habits. Like, you hear about people like the talking about New Year's resolutions and stuff, and then giving up 3 days in. But like just setting yourself a list and like checking things off and that kind of satisfaction. You only need half a gallon of water, the rest is food. Like New Year's resolutions are the worst. Yeah, and I feel like they never come from like a genuine desire to change. I like it except the ending. Okay. I don't want to ruin it for you then. But I used to like it a lot, but I don't relate to the characters. I don't like the characters as much as I used to. It's still like not a bad show. It just doesn't hit for me personally the same as it used to. Never got into that show. I got into it like way late. I didn't watch it until it had already ended. And I definitely binge watched it after it did. And watched it like 4 more times. I was pretty obsessed with it for a while. Just to be honest. I forget what show it was, but Higgy said he can't watch it again because he knows he hates certain characters, so at least the first time around, he didn't know he would end up hating them. Yeah. It's interesting to like think back on things like that. Like not being taken out of a show because of like disliking the ending or something, but like just knowing how characters act later on. Like with that hindsight. Interesting. I don't know if what I said just makes sense. I don't know if what I just said makes sense. I feel that way with Arcane on Netflix. That's like a lot of people talk about Friends and that being one of them. But I feel like for me, something like Friends, they were kind of all not great from the beginning. It's interesting watching things a second time with the knowledge of where it's going. Yeah. I just asked him, it was Shameless. Oh my gosh. Shameless is like actually painful to me. I tried watching it, but after like 2 seasons of them, it felt like they were like intentionally getting in their own way at every step. Only thing I know from Friends is the pivot. They're all degenerates, yeah. And not a good time. Yeah, they're all degenerates and like deep self-loathing degenerates, I feel. And it was always on at the gym, so I've seen some of the some out of order episodes. And like people talk about like Seinfeld like that too. It's like the way Seinfeld ended, people were mad at. And like some of the choices they made at the end of the series. So it's interesting to like have that stop you from getting the enjoyment of the rest of it. But I do that too, so I get it. I love Seinfeld. Ending was weird. Yeah, I've never actually seen like the whole show. I've seen episodes here and there. Actually does something that makes their life worse. Why is my life so terrible? Okay, let me mess it up a little bit more. Why is everything like this? Interestingly, I was happy with how Bones ended, but there is a middle season that I did not like, so them ending it there would have upset me. Is Bones a like continuous plot kind of show? Like you couldn't just skip that season you dislike? Because that's another thing I struggle with. Like when there's a show that I like, but I know that there's a season I dislike, but I still feel like I just have to like trudge through it. We just have to deal with this. Season 7's worth it. You can't really skip, yeah. That would frustrate me. But I guess the rest of the show must make it worth it. Like you'd still be able to get episodes, but the overall plot of the characters would be hard. I see. So it's kind of like episodes have individual stories, but an overarching story. Anyone like Nurse Jackie or Friday Night Lights? I don't even know what Nurse Jackie is. I'm sorry. I've never seen Friday Night Lights. Each episode is usually one murder. Okay. So they must solve a lot of murders. My sister is obsessed with Friday Night Lights. I would have thought that was a movie. I just watched it last year, but I liked it a lot. Is your sister also obsessed with One Tree Hill? Okay, I did watch One Tree Hill. Some of it. Probably, I don't think I watched all of it. And I definitely think I mostly watched that because I was a little boy with a crush. I feel like I remember one of the actresses being cute to me. Not obsessed, but I do remember that taking a weird turn. Sophia Bush. I feel like it was either her or Rachel. Probably both. Or was there... Rachel Bilson is who I think I was thinking of. Was she in One Tree Hill? No. Okay, yeah. It was Sophia Bush in this show. Rachel Bilson was a different show. I do remember having crushes on both of them. It was the OC. One C Hill. They look very similar. Couldn't tell you what either of these shows were about either. So One Tree Hill took a weird turn. Okay, what those was about. I feel like my memory of it was that they were just like bad representations of California. Like, you think about the bad things that people say about people from California, and I feel like it was a show about those stereotypes. Okay, so if this is teeny tiny, I think the shadows might not be dark enough to show that size. Maybe darken them a bit. Now I gotta look up all these people to know how old they are now. You keep that to yourself. I don't want my brain to hurt. Did you know that Ross Geller just turned 105? Okay, do I want to add a highlight? I feel like it might be completely unnecessary. But sometimes you want to try. Okay, overlay does not work. Wait, what does overlay look like at 100? Okay. It's not what I'm looking for. I learned so much that I don't need to know as well, but it's fun. Like, Sophia Bush was married to Chad Michael Murray. How dare they? Can't believe they would do that to me. And then she got remarried in 2022 for literally only 1 year. What a life. And they had to play boyfriend and girlfriend in the show. Oh, they were divorcing while the show. Whoops. So I think I wanted it at 50. I got distracted by One Tree Hill. I was pretty obsessed with the show. When I went on a family vacation to North Carolina, I made my family drive around to all the locations. What a nerd. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of shows that I would want to visit the locations of. Like, I feel like I would want to go to the Scrubs Hospital. If it even exists as a building anymore. I would not want to go to any Friends sets. I took pics in front of them all. I love that. What was the best location? Were there like outside of being a fan, were they like actually places worth visiting? Were there any like cool ones? I wanted to eat at the diner in Bones, but I found out it was on set. There they. Mm-mm-mm. Also, like, I kind of feel like it would be cool to visit the like Always Sunny location. I have zero interest in going to a bar. I don't know what I would be doing there. It was just the outside of all the characters' houses. Okay. Inside we're all set. Makes sense. What a story, though. I don't think I've ever been to like. I don't think I've ever been to anywhere cool like that. I love Always Sunny. I do too. I was like trying to scroll through my list of shows I like in my brain. And I can't think of any that would have like cool sets. Love to be on set for some show. See how it works, yeah. I feel like that would be cool, but I also feel like it would stress me personally so much. Like, what if I accidentally sneeze and ruin their take? Did I tell you about Higgy's friend's car? I don't think so. Does Higgy's friend have a famous car? Okay, I think this is working so far. So far. Okay, I gotta run to the restroom. Tell us about the car. I'll be right back and watch my dogs. Okay, first of all, how dare you, nagging? I'm back. It did go through. It did come through. Okay. But also, nagging, what kind of snacks would you try to lure him with? I'm curious. A lot of Always Sunny is filmed in California, I believe. Dennis drives an old green Land Rover. Hold on. Am I about to get jealous again? When they filmed episodes in PA, they needed the car, but it was owned by a person that would cost a lot to ship back and forth. They looked up the owners of similar cars and found Higgy's friend with the same car and reached out to him and used it whenever they were in the area. That's so cool. He was on set when they needed the car and got to meet Mac, Charlie, and Dennis. Okay. I'm most jealous of getting to meet Charlie. Also, like, all of that is so cool, and it tickles me because of like the plot in this show about him being like so obsessive about that specific car, and then they had to borrow someone else's. So cool. Caitlin has so many TV connections. Came through with an exhale at the end. Caitlin ran out of breath typing. How's it going, Corin? Welcome in. Cheez-Its, I don't know if he's ever had Cheez-Its, Naggin. You might win him. BRB? Okie dokie. Do you want me to give him my Cheez-Its? I don't share Cheez-Its with anybody. How do you love your Cheez-Its and don't give them to your dogs? I love them so much that I keep them for me. Megan, do you share... I can't remember if you said you have nieces and nephews or just nephews. Do you share your snacks with them? Do you share your favorite snacks with them? I would sit and watch TV with the family dog, and it was almost to the point of one Cheez-It for me, one for him. You are so much nicer than me. Nephews aren't the same as dogs, okay? Understood. I understand what I'm dealing with. Okay, so I think if my idea works, this should be pretty easy to animate. I'm not sure. It doesn't, like, something about it doesn't quite read pumpkin to me. This small. But I don't really know what to do with it. Okay, let's turn on our animation. Animation assist. I mean, I snuck some chocolate to the nephew when he was home from daycare. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for that. Extending a little peace offering. Okay. So then on this layer, I'm shifting everything to the right. my yellow, my green, my blue, whatever color this is, my purple. Why did that do that? Why did that do that? Where is this not closed? Oh. Let's take off my lines. These must be touching somewhere. Okay. I don't know that this is worth it. Reference. Okay, yeah, so that'll work. Also, Rachel Bilson also married her co-stars twice. Adam Brody from OC and Hayden Christensen from Jumper. This might be a dumb question, but is like marrying co-stars a frequent thing? I feel like that's something that it seems like it would go like don't mix work and fun. Like it seems like we go against that. But I guess Hollywood is a whole different world in general. They don't play by our rules. Okay, so right, we need to set this down to like 1 per second. Okay, I think it's working. I just need to do more frames to know. Okay, so this next one, purple here, red here, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo-ish. Oh no. It's gonna be annoying, but I would find it very hard if you're supposed to be acting as their significant other or whatnot. I suppose feelings may come up even if it's supposed to be acting, plus always being on set, yeah. Yeah, I do imagine, like, you pretend to be something long enough, it kind of could feel like who you really are. It's really short marriages that are like, yikes to me, yeah. I don't know that I could be an actor. I couldn't. My face shows what I'm feeling all the time. I feel like mine does too. I feel like I'm kind of like Amelia Clark. Or like my eyebrows have a mind of their own. Like I feel like I could, like for the most part, could like control my expressions and stuff, but like the amount of times I notice that my eyebrows are just all over the place because something is ridiculous to me. What am I doing? Reference layer. I need a reference layer. The eyebrows are the window to the soul. And 24/7. That's why Dev should have known not to hug her. Are you talking to me? Okay, I don't know why it didn't save this color somewhere. Dang it. Okay, here. Oops. Okay, but Nagan, I'm curious, like, I would hope this isn't something that people just say to you, but like, do you have outside confirmation that you're bad at like hiding things because of your facial expressions? Like, has anyone ever told you that you have a like resting any kind of look? Because I always feel like I have a resting like angry expression, but no one's ever told me that. I don't know if that's like a thing people tell each other. RNF. Like, oh my gosh, Caitlin. It killed me. I couldn't tell if they noticed it or not. You looked like you were having a great time, and then he just pulled that out of the bag. It's like you wanted to leave the room. My mom tells me all the time, and yes, other people outside of my mom have told me I've got interesting. Caitlin for the bucket, yeah. Missed it. I'll have to go back. It was good. I don't know that I could handle just like having my beard in a bag on hand. He's stronger than me. Okay. So blue. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Other blue. Someone on campus told me after the fact that they didn't talk to me once because I looked like I was off to kill someone. How did that make you feel? See, like, it surprises me that someone would say that to you. And I don't know if that means that maybe I just, like, look nicer than I think I do because no one said that to me. Or maybe, like, I look even meaner. So people are afraid to say that to me? I don't know. I dropped my pen. I didn't even want to keep hair from Liam's first haircut. Okay, look, I understand the significance that kind of stuff would have for some people, but I've never understood any of that. Like, maybe it would change if I ever had a kid or something, but like the keeping the hair and the teeth and stuff, I've never gotten it. Well, I have RBF because if I'm deep in thought, I never think about my facial expressions, so I probably was deep in thought. That makes sense. I don't think I ever think about my facial expressions until after the fact, like in any scenario. I'm not sentimental about material things like that. Yeah. I'm the same way. I think like the closest thing I've ever come to something like that is that I had a dog toy from the dog I had before Charles for like 3 years after that dog passed. But I only had that because Charles still liked it. So I don't even know if that counts. But it did, like, at the same time kind of feel like a little memento. I mean, you can ask Rexy if I'm happy. I'm sure that my face says so. I've got so many things to quiz Rexy on. Okay, that ice was louder than I thought it was going to be. Murderous thoughts. Murder, she thought. Okay, so I think I just need to get to where the orange is on the far left. And then I'll have every frame, every possible frame. Reference. Okay, so we'll need to move over. And this one. Oop. And this one. And this one. Orange. And then our yellow. And then our green. Be back in like 30 to 45 minutes. Parenting duties call. Good luck with the parenting duties. Our parenting connoisseur consultant. Boo, parenting duties. Also understandable. Just toss them some Cheez-Its. Tell them to make do. Oh no, that is not what I wanted to flatten. Okay. I don't want Cheez-Its. How could you do this to me? I was like, Liam doesn't need real nutrition. Cheez-Its have calcium or something, probably. You got the whole rest of the week to worry about nutrition. This is not parenting advice, just disclaimer. Okay, so I think it should be. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this in case I forgot something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I was expecting 7 frames, so that's good news. I feel like it's giving the impression I wanted it to. Oh, it looks, it's giving it better with it smaller, I think. It's doing the rotating thing smaller. It's looking less pumpkin to me, smaller. But I don't know that there's really a way to get the best of both. Okay, if anyone, like, flashing light warning, I'm gonna turn this speed up and see I don't know if this would really be flashing lights, but okay, it does look kind of wild faster. Oh, that's wild. Okay, I don't want to look at that much. It's quite small, so hopefully that won't set someone off. But also don't have that issue, so I couldn't say. Yeah. Like, I want to... Like, this wouldn't be something that I keep, but I do kind of want to upload it to see what it looks like as an emote. But I might just make it, like, super temporary. Because this is a bit, like... I don't know how flashy this is, again. But it's flashier than anything else I've done. Keep it for spooky season. Yeah, I could I can upload it and just leave it there. Okay. Dang it. Just this one. Okay. I don't want any of y'all seeing my files. Web ready. Secrets. I really wish iPad had a different like route to accessing your files, because I don't like that. Like, to access my files to export, I have to show like my phone contacts that I've recently messaged, unless there's a way to hide that. Yeah, so like, okay. So like I go to share here, right? In Procreate. And if I click any of these options, it brings up an export menu, and at the top of that is a bar of like recents. And so like just now when I did it, it had my brother's contact. Yeah. I keep meaning to look and see if there's some way I could shut that off, at least for my iPad. Okay. It should be uploaded to my files now. Never have contacts, so never thought about it. Yeah. I shall investigate. Don't go out of your way. Why did my bear flash? But it is something I need to look at. I don't like being secretive. I do like being secretive, but not in a sketchy way. Where the heck am I going? Dashboard? Okay. Okay, this file better be small enough. It told me it was a small enough file. Y'all some punks. Accept my file. Why? Okay. I do like how the example art in Procreate changes. Example art. Like they give you like preloaded files when you first download it. I don't remember what was on it. Do. I just know it's changed because I have downloaded and removed it many times. Does it keep the art you've made? No. It's good to know. Pretty sure I've uploaded everything that I care about, but all right, what can I temporarily swamp? Wait, can that be? Dang. You can back that up though. I can't remember how, but I'm pretty sure there was a way. I'm sure. It's just another thing. Like I've never thought about reading Procreate. Okay, we're removing the pizza temporarily. The pizza shall return now. Tier 1. I just want to see the pumpkin. I don't see it because I deleted context completely. Interesting. Do you have... I guess you probably don't have your like devices synced across the cloud then. Cause like I never put any of that stuff on here, but I feel like it auto syncs it because of the cloud. Unless I'm mistaken. Might have turned that off then, yeah. And see, like I would do that too. But then I don't know how I would upload things. Like if I could just like disconnect my iPad from everything on the cloud except for like the 2 folders I save stuff in. That would help me. And maybe there's a way too. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. May not airdrop everything. Is that easy to do? I've never actually used airdrop either. My most used feature. Interesting. Okay, so I can check off Rainbow Pumpkin from my list. I'm gonna jump around on my list too, because the next like 7 in a row are rainbow things. Not really 7, but a lot of the next ones are rainbow. And I want to draw a bear. So I think I'm gonna draw pirate bear, and see if I can make that into an emote. Now I want to art. Do it. Do it. But I have nothing set up. What do you need to set up? Like what? Like if you were gonna set something up, what would you be setting up? I assume not Procreate. Oh, dang. Still works, okay. Move my files over. Get. Do you say Wacom or Wacom? Get W-word driver for the PC. Move the brushes into Krita because Clip Studio doesn't work on Linux. How dare they? Heard both? Okay. As long as I'm not going to get, like, berated for saying it one way or the other. I needed to do something. Oh. Actually, I'll just wait. I was going to bring pizza back, but I can wait till after stream. I want to draw. I suppose I can continue on the traditional piece, so do it. Have you revealed what the piece is? Charles, did you calm down? I don't know if he came through earlier, but he was big angry a second ago. He was doing an angry boy bark. Welcome back, little guy. Thank you. Thank you for that. Oh, you're stinky, dude. It's a piece inspired by Danny's song. Lost my mind. I feel like I should know which song that is. I love that though. I love that you can do the like inspired by music thing with an artist, you know? Charles, I need to draw. And they can't even see you. It's nice, but also terrifying. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Like, do you worry about like how she would feel about it or something? That makes sense. I feel like she would love anything though. Okay. Pirate bear. A bear that is a pirate. Like when it's a famous out of reach band, you know they aren't going to see it if you're not famous yourself. Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, I've always thought it would be cool if someone I was inspired by ended up seeing things, but then, like, yeah, what if they're like totally against it or something? You misinterpreted my song entirely. I didn't mention Cheez-Its once. I mean, I don't tag bands or anything, I don't think. Yeah. I don't know that I ever could. That was a like random little thing that always felt like Babe was so brave for doing. It worked out. It worked out for her. Some of them did see the stuff. But I was always just like, ma'am, you're so much braver than me. Babe is brave? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I do have a lot of respect for how she approaches all things. Okay. I wish I had a good... This is not the right shape. I wish I had a good, like, side angle of the hat I'm trying to draw. It's kind of like this sort of shape. But I hinted at doing this and she seemed okay with it, so that makes it less anxiety. But just now it's OMG, I hope it turns out good though. Yeah. I get that. Because, like, obviously I feel like she would be kind about any art people do. But then there's like the whole, like, you know how the song makes you feel and you want to make sure you can convey that in the art. I do that, like, I have that so much in my writing. I don't get like tons and tons of song inspiration for like drawings and paintings and stuff. But like so many times when I'm writing, I have a song that's been on my mind and I want to like capture that feeling it gives me. Not being able to fully capture something into art is the bane of my existence, yeah. It's so tricky. Plus then, like, even if you do feel like you captured it, how do you know if other people get the same feeling from it? That's the thing I always think about. Maybe that's just a me thought. I would like to like get to a point where like I'm just satisfied knowing that I feel that feeling from my writing. And that's enough. But it do always make me question. Okay, I think I'm gonna change basically everything I had planned. Okay. Don't laugh at me. I say that all the time. Yeah. It's usually like every few steps of a piece or a project, I have a moment of, okay, let's change it. Go over. Okay. Alright, let's just draw. We're gonna stop overthinking it, babe. We're overthinking, babe. Okay, I think his little hat's too big. You want to adjust the shape of it too. Some messy sketching. Some sketchy sketching. It's okay. That's the point of sketching. Okay. So you don't really do traditional sketching anymore? It's been a long time. Like even for like physical stuff, I've been doing like digital sketches and then printing them. Like every now and then I'll like pull out a notebook or something just to like feel like I still do that, but it never feels natural to me anymore. I've definitely converted. Okay, this. His shape feels strange to me right now. Interesting, because I'm like converting back to traditional. Is that like in any way intentional? Or is it just where the art has been taking you? This doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's adjust the face. This is a crazy sketch right now. Okay, so then nose, his ears are gonna be like here's an ears. And here's another ears. I think I'm more satisfied with the end result if I do traditional. I get that. I feel like I probably would be too, but I had a bad habit of like never finishing traditional art. I don't know why it's different for me digitally, but I feel like I'm more inclined to get to the end point with digital pieces. But I do feel like digital has helped me want to like paint more and stuff like that. Like that kind of traditional. But it is like, it's totally replaced the sketching and graphite that I used to do. Those kind of things. Okay, I accidentally made him look kind of insane with this expression. But I kind of want to lean into that because he's a pirate. I don't know that pirates are particularly known for their sanity. Pirates got a little unhinged. Just a smidge, just a little bit of unhinge as a treat. Just a tiny little ration. He's gotta have like something with one of his teeth has to be messed up. I'm sick of pirates with perfect dental work. Okay, I don't want things to look perfect. I still want him to be kind of unhinged, but his mouth is definitely not. Okay, and then I see a lot of these pirates. These red bandanas. I want to give him that. But his ears are still going to be poking out. Don't ask. Don't ask about his ears poking out. He's got a custom made bandana. Then he's for sure got an eye patch. Actually, I'm gonna make this side go down here. So it's like actually kind of wrapped around his head. I don't know which way makes more sense, but that's how he wears it. He's a bear pirate. You don't question his choices. Charles is very late this evening. Okay, so I want this to have some trim. I'm just gonna follow this curve. The honest worst part of the winter is it's too cold to spray my art outside. Like fixative. Because that stuff be smelly too. Yeah, I would not want to do that indoors. Smelly and fumy, and I have a mask now, so I use it in the bathroom. So bold. Okay, let's color this in. Let's use a pencil instead of an eraser. So Charles, I wanted the ear bigger ear, and then let's give it the little inside part. Oh. Charles did a yawn. I really hope someday that gets caught on the microphone. Boy be singing. Okay. Okay, and he's gonna have his little mouth patch. Alright, let's just start messing with some line art. Oh, these ears are not the same size. Let's see if I can remedy that on the fly. Okay, I want this to be just the tiniest bit lower, I think. Maybe something like that. Because I don't want the hat cut off like it was going to be. Let's get rid of this. Didn't quite go where I wanted it to. Still not quite filling in. I think that's good. Okay. Now for all the details. I'm gonna use a smaller brush. Oops. Okay. Let's go down here. Oops. Oh, baby. That's good enough. It's good enough for that line. And there's little ears. Draw his little ears. Not sure I like that eye placement. I think I don't. Let's grab that. Maybe more like there. I didn't mean to give him a little angry eyebrow like that, but that might actually make sense. He's an unhinged little pirate boy. Does he say all the C's on the internet too? He has once. Because he didn't want to get streaming to watch Paddington. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It sounded incredibly specific. It sounded like I might have been like projecting things that I've done onto them. It's not true. I do want to watch Paddington though. I think nose can be bigger. All right. Now for his little mouth. His little mouth. Okay. Whoops. I did not follow that curve well enough. I don't like this. Oh no. His old teethies. His old broken tooth. And let's give him one of these. A little curve right here. Okay, and then I gotta figure out this. I'll do this on a different layer. Okay. Okay, what if I grab this one? It's not perfect, but I'm close to happy with that shape. Just duplicate that. Whoops. Schwoops. Hi back. I'm Caitlin. Hi Caitlin. I'm confused. Welcome back. Where's on Pirate Bear? I skipped around my list. So my list was mostly rainbow stuff. I've already done one rainbow today. He looks a little cursed, but he's a pirate, so he's just living up to the lifestyle. He's an unhinged boy. Plus, Ian isn't even here. Yeah, if I did too many of them while he was not here, I would hear about that too. So it works for me too. Whoops. Okay, I'm doing a lot of copy paste, but I keep doing things good. So. Def would have found a way to cheat the rainbow stuff. Like draw a pumpkin and a rainbow and just copy and paste the rainbow onto every canvas of his request. Honestly, he really liked the rainbow from the jellyfish. So like I could just make a gradient and throw it on everything. Okay, I think I can get rid of sketch layer. Although every layer's sketch with this guy. I think I can merge that now. Okay, I don't like this. Let's adjust this whole line right here. Oops. That's better. Much better. Let's clean up some places. Whoops. I did too much cleanup. Okay, and then I want to give his little eyebrow a tail. So it doesn't just stop at his eye. I wish I wrote notes next to my random designs in my sketchbook, because now I decay what I was trying to go for. Is it like characters or something, or just like actual designs? It's like text design. Interesting. I don't have like much of a problem with that specifically when I like revisit art. But I have so many random notes that I wrote for myself to like just like placeholder an idea that I had that I didn't give myself enough explanation on. So I get that. And like I used to keep a dream journal, and I didn't separate some of those from my ideas enough. So like sometimes there's things that could have been like a writing idea I had, or it was just a dream that I had. Hello Chaos, my old friend. That sounds like a playlist name. Just like dubstep remixes of that Hello Darkness song. Okay, let's give this skull some teeth. How many, like, do you have like tons of stuff to look through in your sketchbooks? I'll go through mine every now and then, and I have a lot of stuff in my old sketchbooks, but not much that's worth revisiting to me. Little designs all over the place. Nice. I like it. Do I like doing this here? edit. What about opposite side? Also not mad at that. Are you like going through trying to find ideas to revisit? It's kind of how I interpreted that, but I'm not sure now that I'm reading back. Basically, nice. I was watching Hexter. Used to be Touch of Chaos the other day. Dimmy. And she was talking about how her mom does that sometimes, and she calls it like a collab with her past self or something. And that was really interesting to me. I've actually been wanting to look for some old stuff to try and revisit since I heard that. Cause like I feel like art's a cool thing where like you can revisit like past stages of yourself and like have a like direct example of how you've changed. I feel like I want to dive into that, even if it doesn't turn into anything. It would be cool to just like see how my process has changed and see how I would do things differently now. Stuff like that. I found the one sketch of the auction piece from this year. Pretty much turned out exactly like I envisioned. Okay, I love to hear that. Did you share the sketch at any point? I feel like I only remember seeing carvings. Nah, okay. That makes sense. So I'm not a fake fan. My auction piece, like the general concept obviously turned out the same, but like visually nowhere near what I expected. It weren't even close. Do you want to see how I came up with the BPP t-shirt? It's a shirt show. Incredible. Was it like a crazy process for you? Also, clap, clap, clap. That was smooth. Okay, let's give this some. Thank you, Caitlin. Wow. I was about to say that Nagin posted a dev link. It's actually not as bad. Out of the corner of my eye, it looked like a much longer link. Okay, is the portrait on there related? No, okay. I was about to say if that was meant to be there, like cosplaying as Santa or something. I feel like this just tells me that you might put more thought into designing things than I do. It's like with the shirt design that I did, Like what I ended up submitting was what I just saw in my head from the start. I didn't like rough it out and like rethink it or anything. I was a graphic designer for a couple of years. That 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 does explain. Also, I knew that. Do 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 do. It's also fascinating to me to see people's processes. So thank you. Do 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 do. It's very interesting how like all of our brains could approach a similar end goal so many different ways. Music is gone? What in tarnation? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is the time that OBS likes to crash lately. So, fingers crossed.